ladies and gentlemen, Claressa Shields just signed a $8 million deal. But I question, is that $8 million official? I'll let Claressa Shields tell y'all.
That's just the number that we decided to put out there.
Say it again, Claressa.
That's just the number that we decided to put out there.
Damn it, say it again, Antonio Tarver with a wig.
That's just the number that we decided to put out there.
All jokes aside, ladies and gentlemen, look, you're not tuning into Punch Drunk Boxing, aka Mr. Moonshine himself. I'm not trying to rain on nobody's parade, but look, I know about boxing contracts. I've helped fighters redline boxing contracts. I've helped them get signed to majority of manager deals and promotional deals, right? I'm not so much into the music contract because the information is that Claressa Shields signed to Salido Promotions, right? Re-signed with Salido Promotion. That's a boxing promoter, right? And Wynn Records. Now let's see who is Wynn Records. Papoose was appointed executive head of hip hop at Wynn Records, a talent and music agency, and has been seen at events with company. He is associated with the label, which is headed by CEO Ruben Bronson, and is involved in activities including recent projects and the Wynn Record Festival. That's Papoose. And now I'm thinking, you know, this is the way that people think, especially when you see how the entertainment world is out here in America or whatever, right? Did Papoose sign or got in relations with Claressa Shields because he just wanted to get her signed to this deal? I mean, has his divorce been finalized? Anyway, it's none of my business. None of my business. You know what I'm saying? Is Papoose using Claressa Shields? Or is Claressa Shields using Papoose? Maybe they're just using each other for business pleasure. It's just a little conspiracy theory. Boxing and music contracts are the most slave contracts there is. If you know about boxing contracts, you know. If you know about music contracts, I don't know too much about music contracts, but I know more than several individuals that have signed music contracts, and basically your slave contracts. They own you, they own your likeness, they own your name, they own your name. People just sign for the signing bonus. They sign for the moment. And if you listen to Claressa Shields, there was the interview earlier today on CBS. Listen to what made her sign that deal, and what was so interesting about that deal. And she will mention the signing bonus.
How many fights do you have in this deal?
It's a 2-year contract. Yeah.
So you're getting $8 million over the next 2 years.
The best thing about this deal is it's the signing bonus.
Now, let me tell you like this, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, people that get taken advantage of in this world and in sports, like in boxing, right? Or women, you know what I'm saying? Even men, but vulnerabilities. Let me tell you something about the weakest men love to take advantage of vulnerable women, right? Those are weak men, you know, because they want to be with a strong woman, you know what I'm saying? Secure woman, you know, ensure of herself, love those around her, cater to those around her on a positive note, you know what I'm saying? Claressa Shields, that we all know, is a very vulnerable person and a very insecure person as well. That's why she's always talking about Layla Ali and the other girls, Alicia Baumgartner, Amanda Serrano. Oh, they pretty and stuff like that. All them light-skinned girl, black girls and blah, blah, blah. There's some insecurity there. And you could tell, you know, look, love is a beautiful thing. You know, love is a beautiful thing. And it seems like that Claressa Shields is highly in love. But I also, as a boxing content creator and as a man as well, Claressa Shields, just look out. You know what I'm saying? Because you could be easily taken advantage of in the business and in relations, because people could sniff the vulnerabilities that you have and the insecure that you have as well. So just look out for that. Because let me say it like this: $8 million in the sport of boxing. And she was talking about, oh, that's just the minimum. Let me tell you like this, folks. $8 million in the sport of boxing. The way that she described it is not $8 million. I highly doubt it's $8 million. She said $8 million for 2 years. What do you mean $8 million for 2 years? Fighters get paid by fights, right? $8 million for 2 years. Fighters get paid by fights. They negotiate every fight. So how you know that you're gonna get the $8 million? There ain't nobody gonna give you $8 million a minimum in the sport of boxing. Not even Gervonta Tank Davis get an $8 million minimum. Not even Terrence Bud Crawford got $8 million minimum. Ain't no fighter, and especially, and no, this ain't no pun intended, but not even male fighters get $8 million minimum. And if you're gonna split that in $4 million in half, $4 million, no. Let me tell you like this. Every time that she goes out there and try to perform or something like that, because the $8 million deal, they're gonna be making money off of her. Off her shows, off everything. She's not gonna see $8 million. And then as a boxer, you're a private contractor, meaning you gotta pay for everything as well. You gotta pay for your the attorneys, the trainers, the insurance, the sanctioning fees and stuff like that. No belt fees for women in the sport of boxing, right? That's the good thing about the women. How well that's the WBC. The WBC doesn't charge women belt fees. This is just another way, calculated way to tell the world, oh, I'm good. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm making my money, and that's good. I think Claressa Shields, and she said she got a couple of houses, and I hope that she made smart investment, because in the sport of boxing, it's a tradition that, fighters really go broke. Look at Adrian Broner. Adrian Broner was making a lot of money, and guess what? He was in a courtroom with $13 in his pocket. When it comes to the sport of boxing, don't think, look, a lot of people go broke in the sport of boxing. And in the music industry, think about it, Papoose is the one writing for her. So I don't even know that she knows about royalties, that she know everything about royalties when it comes to music. Or is she going to be on pay-per-view, where you just don't see the pay-per-view money that quick, right? There's a lot of things that has to talk. There's a lot of hiccups when it comes to these contracts in the sport of boxing, or how these fighters get paid. Things changes by the fly. So to celebrate $8 million, she said that's the number that we threw out there. I understand why she say that, because of course it's not that she's gonna get $8 million. I hope that she gets $100 million. I hope that everybody get their money. This ain't about raining on nobody's parade. Not me not wanting Claressa Shields to get her money, but I'm just saying this is just my feeling, right? And my knowledge as well, that Claressa Shields could easily be taken advantage of in the contracts, and because of love, she may be blind. She may be blind, ladies and gentlemen. And you don't even have to be in love to be blind when it comes to the sport of boxing. Just do your research, folks. I could go live. I'm gonna go live later on now, and I'm gonna go in details. I'm gonna go live later on today. 11:30 p.m. Eastern time, and we could talk about it in details. And I'm going to show you contracts. I'm going to show you a section of the contracts to tell you how fighters gets taken advantage of, right? And the music, I don't even know what type of deal she got in the music stuff. I don't even know what opponent does Claressa Shields got that's gonna really get her paid or pay the other opponent. There is no women fighters in her division for her to get paid the type of money that they saying they're gonna get paid. So I just hope that she got a great attorney. Again, I hope that she got a great attorney, and this go out to all the fighters. I hope you get that great attorney, because some of these fighters be signing with attorneys that's affiliated with promoters. A lot of these fighters really don't know how to read them contracts like that. And the way that she was explaining the contract or the deal in the CBS, give me red flag. I mean, it was alert. Is there some red flags in the way that she was explaining her contract, her deal? Just 2-year deal, $8 million. But it's really not that, because I'm just gonna get money out of nowhere. You don't even want to explain that in public, because the IRS will get you for that. You don't even want to explain that you get money other ways within that deal, because now the IRS could say, oh, okay, trust me. So fighters really don't speak about the details of their contracts like that. But anyway, let me know what y'all think. Subscribe to the channel, smash the like button. Love you, God bless, and on to the next.